Good morning, Central Texas. I am at the Great Outdoors because we are bringing back the Your Garden segment with a little bit of a twist. So starting today, we are taking all of your plant parent questions that you have. I know many of us came out of the pandemic having new plants, exploring plants, and anything to do with your garden. So here's my first question. Send us yours. Hey Mark, welcome to my home. Okay, I need your help with my plants. First of all, let's talk about this one. You can see it's supposed to be bunchy at the top, but it's now leggy, and wow, this entire thing just came off by me touching it. So that one needs help. Then this one is one that I got on sale. You can see I overwatered it, I think, and then it just was too dry, so I'm not really sure what to do with that one. And then these are doing pretty well, but look at this one, the strawberry begonia. Half of it is not liking this pot, the other half it looks like it's thriving. I don't really know what to do. And then this one, I've been struggling. I can see some new growth here, but at the same time it has dry ends. So I don't know what's going on. I've got north-facing windows, so this is about as much light, the brightest it gets on a daily basis. So help me out, help me with my green thumb. So here we are at the Great Outdoors with our expert, Mark. Mark, you saw my sad video. Help me with my plants.
Okay, so I think the first thing we always try to talk to folks about is getting rid of tap water. If you can use rainwater, distilled water, reverse osmosis, that's great. And some people don't have access to any of those, but you can buy a filter. So basically the bad guy in our water is chloramine. They took fluoride, chlorine, and put it together. It's bound to the water molecule. It won't boil off. It doesn't evaporate off. So we have a filter that will take out the chloramine.
And so does this mean that my refrigerator filter won't work? I know during this pandemic, we all turned into plant parents.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It's still going to leave that in there because it has to be safe to drink. But, you know, again, the plants don't need fluoride or chlorine. They just don't need it. It's really unhealthy. So this will take it out. It hooks onto a hose bib, or you take your aerator off your sink faucet, screw it on. The water coming out is totally clean and ready to go.
Okay.
On the revival stage, so when we see something like your tea plant or something that's really in a severe decline.
Like the one I touched and it fell off?
Well, that one, this is going to help. And then you can take those stems, those runners, pull them back up into the pot, and then add more soil over them, and they're going to create roots underneath that new layer of soil and get thicker again. I've got a bunch of cuttings I've done inside from pieces that fall off out here.
Oh, wow.
So they're really easy to reroot at the surface level. You just have to bring them back up to the top of the pot and cover some of those runners at a node.
Okay.
So when it comes to plant health, there are some tremendous things you can do. So in nature, there's something called mycorrhizae, and they're beneficial fungi found in the soil, and they're symbiotic to roots on plants. So every time the root expands, the mycorrhiza grows with it. So you can get this in a concentrated form. You can break it down and add it to your water, and it's going to introduce the mycorrhiza into that soil that hopefully you've gotten back to a stasis where it's cleaned out and ready to go. This will be there for the life of the plants, and so regeneration is really phenomenal. Wake up time is phenomenal. And for something that's waning, at least we're telling those roots, hey, we got your back, you know.
Awesome.
Then there's something Super Thrive. Super Thrive is just vitamins for plants. So this has a little cap on top of the bottle. What's cool is it doesn't have any nitrogen, phosphorus, or potassium, NPK. It's just vitamins. So you can use it on top of a fertilizer. This strengthens the cell wall of the plant. So when it may be dehydrating or it may have collapsed severely, this is really going to tighten it back up and give it a chance to bounce back.
Okay, so it sounds like the bottom line here, I need to fix my water situation, just better water and get these plants some nutrients.
Yes, ma'am. And as long as you get that base going, you will see some return, and they'll know you're shaking their hands.
Okay, perfect. I love it. Shaking my plants' hands. And we're going to be doing this more. So if you have any questions about being a plant parent, a new plant parent just like me, please email us, ktbcnews@fox.com.